Today I'm going to share with you 5 common blunders that entrepreneurs make. And these blunders are so fatal that they actually lead to startups closing their businesses. Number 1, no market or lack of market. You will find an entrepreneur starting a business and does not have a market. I've actually interfaced with an entrepreneur who at some point had goods worth 100 million Uganda shillings, and these goods did not end up in the market, and at the end of the day she had to burn. Can you imagine that loss? This can consequently lead to closing your business. Number 2, lack of the right team or not having the right team. The choice of a team is a very critical element in a startup. One of the speakers I actually listened to some time back said, it's not the size of the dream, it's the size of the team. The competence of your team is very important and very critical. And you'll find that as you run and manage your business, your team will be important in the structure. Your team will also determine how well investors embrace your idea and model. So it's a very important element in your business. Number 3, running out of cash while running your business. This is a very common challenge. I've actually gone through it several. Now, when you find yourself in such a situation, 1, you need to think of going extremely lean, but still ensuring that you can deliver on your products and services. Lean may necessitate you to collaborate with like-minded partners. It may necessitate you reaching out to equally professional team who can work with you on part-time, but still ensure that you can actually deliver. Running out of cash is a very key area to pay attention to. The other alternative is when you start and you have a good business model, start fundraising, start reaching out. And that is why as Imuka Access, we actually have the Pitch Fest and an opportunity for entrepreneurs to actually interface with investors and pitch for finance. That is a good avenue, and there are quite a number of different platforms in which you can pursue that. So do not wait for you to run out of cash to discover that you actually need to navigate your way out. You actually need to find a way out. 4, lack of focus. I'm sure you've interfaced with many entrepreneurs who are not actually focused in what they are doing. I've actually had, recently I interfaced with an entrepreneur and I asked, how far is this business we discussed a couple of months ago? And you would find, no, I'm actually managing this. That one I paused. Now, you'll find as an entrepreneur, you lack focus. You actually don't give it ample time to actually develop. And this is a very critical error that can actually lead to closure. Why? Because you don't focus, you don't give it chance to actually gather momentum. You actually denied the opportunity to actually reach and actualize its potential. And that is a very critical error. Number 5, pricing and costing issues. Entrepreneurs have a big challenge when it comes to pricing and costing issues. You may find an entrepreneur prices a product or a service, but negates a number of different things. You may find that in the process of producing a product or service, they incur some cost. Sometimes they pay themselves, sometimes they incur transport, which they do not factor in. At the end, they sell their products very cheaply, or so to say, to ensure that they actually sell the product. But at the end, they find as much as they are selling their products, they actually do not have money to actually account where this the money generated. And you'll always find it's because they didn't price right, they didn't cost their product right, and at the end, they actually find they're actually digging a hole that they will not emerge out of. It actually ends up closing because you sell product at a loss, and at the end, you end up with no company at the end. Please follow up. We shall have a second part of this, the blunders entrepreneurs make that actually lead to the closure of their businesses.